Welcome to Gretchen's Garden and Greenhouse. As you can see, we're sitting in our sunroom, and Al received an email today from a friend in Australia. You want to tell him about that email?
Yeah, it was interesting. We actually made contact at first about our fly tying channel, which is on YouTube. And we chatted a little bit about that, and then he got into Gretchen's Garden and Greenhouse and how much he's enjoying it down there. And he talked about a number of things, but one that really caught my attention was hibiscus flowers and how he was using them for cooking, like jams and jellies, and for making tea. And we had talked about lavender tea earlier in the year. I said, oh boy, that really sounds great. I talked to Gretchen about it, and will you take the story over from there, Gretchen?
Well, I do have a single hibiscus. I don't think it's blooming right now. We'll go out and check it. But I've always wanted more hibiscus, and this one we have in a place where it really doesn't show up very good, but I didn't want to dig it up and move it. So in contemplating, I decided this winter what we could try to do is to propagate some from our existing plant. I've never propagated hibiscus before, but I've read up on it, and it said if I take a cutting of 6 or 7 inches and do the normal stuff, that we should be able to get some. So I thought we would do that, and then maybe this spring we might buy one of a different color, and then we have to figure out where to plant them. So that's for another day. Let's go check our hibiscus and get some cuttings.
We'll do that. We'll be back here in just a few minutes, but right now, follow us out to the hibiscus.
Well, as you can see, we're out here with our hibiscus, and the blooms are pretty well gone. So oh, by the way, what was it Adrian called this plant? It was a rosellus.
That's right, rosellus, yes.
And we had to respond back to him and say, what's a rosellus? And he said, oh, that's a hibiscus. So they do have sometimes different names. So we need a cutting of about 6 to 7 inches. And I want to get one that really doesn't have a bud or anything on it. And I'm going to cut clear back. Well, that's more. Let's see. About like that. And let's get several of those. How about 3? Now let's see, I need to put this in this bag here as best I can. It's kind of big for the bag, but...
Well, it'll still keep those newly cut ends from evaporating too much moisture out, and that's what the whole purpose is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
I'm thinking maybe I'll do one more. I think I've got room for 4 in my pot that I've selected. So... there we go. Okay, I think I'm all set up in the sunroom to take care of this.
Well, let's head that way then.
Oh, we do have some hazelnuts on the ground.
Now, squirrel didn't get that one.
No, but look at, here's
he probably did, though. That didn't get opened by itself.
He got a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
But we're going to let the squirrel have them. He's kind of cute, huh? He scolds Al when Al's working. Okay, let's go get this taken care of. Okay, we're back in the sunroom here. And here's my little table over here where I do my lot of stuff. So this is what I've selected as a spot for this. And they said semi-wooden, and I think these pretty well meet that. And I need to get this low enough so it's gonna fit under there. So I think I'll cut it right back here. Now I want to get rid of these lower leaves. Now I don't want too much leaf left, so I'm just going to pull this up like this and do a little chop on it there. I think I'll take this one off too. How does that look?
Looks like that should be pretty good.
Okay, we'll stick it down in there. Let's do another one. Notice I cut this right below a nodule where a leaf is coming out. And then we'll remove those leaves. Okay, there's our last one. I've got 4 in there. And let's give that thing a little bit of water. Notice I've got a fairly large plate underneath so it can collect the water, but also that causes humidity in there.
Oh, inside the glass bowl?
Inside the
or
glass
glass
bowl.
dome or whatever?
Yeah. So we'll...
Well, this is going to be interesting. We're going to have to get a hold of Adrian to find out how to make this tea and jams and jellies and stuff.
Notice that this is getting a little bit of growth on it. So I'm hoping that's a sign. Let's see here. That one needs a little more water. Let's just, while we're here, we'll give that one a little more water. Okay. That's almost too short. Oh well. There's one I've got under a plastic bag. So now, since we're here, let's move this stuff aside. I like to keep ginger root around to make cookies.
I've got a grandson that loves them.
Yeah, well, and a daughter-in-law
Yep.
who likes them too. I mean, they kind of attack me. In fact, Clara, the last time I was over there, or 2 times ago, she said, "Grandma, how about some ginger cookies?" So I had made some and took them over. And this is what's left. And as you can see, we're getting a sprout on it. There's also a little nodule there, I think, that wants to be a sprout. So let's see if I can sever that. And we will put these 2 in here and see if we can have a nice ginger plant.
We did this last year, and it grew for a while, and I don't remember, somehow or another we didn't do it.
Well, it was so tall and scraggly,
Oh.
I decided to prune it,
Oh,
and I killed it.
that took care of it.
So
yeah.
I won't do that again.
Yeah.
So don't prune your ginger. Maybe I should read up on it a little bit and see if there's a way I should.
It might be good. Well, it was a total accident last time. Again, it was left over from cookies, then it started sprouting.
Yeah, so I figured we'd start another one. So here we go. And I've got this sitting in a pot. Although this drains, I've got it sitting in a pot. So we'll just give it
So you got a
little,
black plastic inside of that white
yeah, a
pot?
green actually, but yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
So we'll just water him a little bit. I'm sure that that's enough. I've got a bigger container here. Let's give it a little more water. All right. This guy we want in the sun for sure. These guys, I don't know that they really need to be in the sun. However, the sun doesn't necessarily last very long in here. So we'll just set this right here in the sun. And I think what I'm going to do, just to get it started, I think I'll put this over it. And
Oh, that's a good idea. Give it
well, it
a
wasn't
plastic dome.
It was a good idea, but I don't know that it's going to fit. You know what I'm going to do? Just going to slit it a little bit.
There you go.
There. That'll get that guy going. Good.
Well, that's the first part of Gretchen's Garden and Greenhouse. So where do we go next?
Well, I think we'll just have to see, and when we figure it out, then we'll start filming again. We have so much to do out there. We have plants to cut back. We have a garden to kind of finish. We did already pull out our green beans because they were pretty well done. We'll just have to see. Maybe we should plant some more winter crops.
You know, Gretchen said she wanted to go to the grocery store. I know that just down the street from the grocery store is a place called Zamzow's. And here in Idaho, that is a premier lawn, garden, and plant store. I'll bet she shows up with something, a surprise, shall we say. And I think I hear the car coming in the garage now. Let's see if she shows up with something or not. See what I told you? Here she comes through the door.
Look what I found at Zamzow's.
Oh my gosh, it looks pretty rough. What's the matter with it?
Well, it's just the end of the season and it just needs a little care. It's bloomed and it's a good plant. It's, you know, Zamzow's quality. It was half price, and we've been talking about Adrian and the hibiscus and tea.
That's a hibiscus?
This is hibiscus, a pink hibiscus. So it's a lot lighter color, and we got it for half price.
How cool. Adrian, what have you done to us? So what are we going to do with this?
Well, first I'm going to take it over here. I'm going to baby it for a little bit, and then probably I was trying to decide whether it should be in the greenhouse or out in the yard, and I think we should plant it. The ground is still warm enough that it can develop its roots into the ground.
So what are you going to do right now then?
Well, right now I'm going to get a
something to catch the water.
And first what I thought I would do is I'm going to go on each of these stems and trim right back to where it's green, like this.
Yeah, that must be one of the end of the season plants there at Zamzow's.
This time of year is a really good time of year to frequent garden stores, Lowe's, Home Depot, wherever your favorite place is, because lots of times they have really good deals. I think I'll cut this clear back to here. On the end of the year sales to get rid of stock and whatever's left.
You're cutting stuff right back so that it's right at a leaf or something, aren't you?
Yeah, right like that. I don't want to, it's going to be shock enough being planted, so it doesn't need all of these leaves and stuff to try to support.
Now you may think I didn't notice, but what's that other thing sticking up there?
Oh! Well, this poor baby needs some help, so I got it too.
Oh,
I got
okay.
it for just very little money.
What is it?
Well, it's a house plant.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to take it to the greenhouse and baby it a little bit and bring it back to life. And, I do that a lot. Zamzow's has a little place in their store called the hospital. And so I often go to the hospital to see what's in urgent care and
what they have available for sale in urgent care.
Yes, and so I go there, and this particular, let's show this plant. This is a variegated hosta. Oh, Gretchen.
Well, anyway, it's a variegated plant.
I can't think of them. Anyway, when I got it, it was sick and tiny. And so...
well, it's sure looking good right now.
Why can't I think of the name? I've got hosta hydrangea on my mind. It'll come to me. So, too many H's in my life right now. So, we'll just get this baby all trimmed back and looking better. Yeah. I want to leave a green leaf on each one for sure. So there we go.
Well, that's looking pretty good. Now we're going to let that set and get.
One of the things, it's very, very dry.
Well,
So one of the first things, both of these are very, very dry. Let's see, I need something underneath that one. Just as a temporary, I'll put this under it. I'll have to go out to the greenhouse and get something. There. That'll catch the water. Because both of these need water desperately. I'm going to have to look this one up. I'm not sure how much water and how much light it needs. So I'll have to do a little research. I think, if I remember right, this is probably something that will go okay in light or in more subtle lighter shade. So I'll just do a little research on it first. It doesn't, because it was in the hospital, it doesn't have any information with it, except it does say, well, it's Sansevieria masoniana. So I'll look that up.
Whatever that is. Well, anyway, Adrian, you can see what you've done to us. And anyway, we're going to let these set for a little bit. And we're headed next to the greenhouse to show you a project out there.
Well, I think that just about finishes that up. We'll take those out of the way. I don't think I need one there. That's laying pretty good. So we just finished the last of our solar, or whatever you want to call it, our sunscreen, to cut down on the heat in here, because it's still, even though it's only in the 60s, it's been getting up well over 100 in here, because we've still been getting sun glare right there. So now we want to take you for a little walk on the way to do the potato harvesting and show you something that we saw in our garden. A surprise. Well, what we're going to show you, we don't know if it belongs to us or to the neighbors. So let's take a look over here and see what you think. Well, if you take a look at my clematis here, you really don't see anything strange, do you? Let's take a closer look. There we go. Now, does that belong?
That is a watermelon.
Yes, and what it has happened is the vines have come through the fence and a watermelon grew on it.
So that's from the neighbor's watermelon patch.
Yeah, I was out here working the other day and I saw that and I just...
So now does that watermelon belong to us or to them?
Cute, huh?
Yes, for sure.
And I have tried to grow watermelons here and haven't been very successful.
You should have been growing them on the fence.
I should have been growing them on the fence. Now let's go harvest the last batch of tomatoes or potatoes. Well, here's our last potato bag. We have eaten all the potatoes from the first one we did. So we're going to harvest these today. Al, I think maybe we should take it over to the #1 raised bed because I could use the dirt in there.
Oh my,
so you
aching back.
Yeah, well.
Oh well.
You've got your brace on.
I do. I put it on purpose. Okay, Gretchen, let me see if I can pick this guy up or not. Ugh. Boy, I hope that's all potatoes in there. We'll be set for a while.
Yeah, I'm hoping 5 pounds on this bag instead of 4 like the last one.
Well, it always was the bigger one. In fact, it got started, even though they were planted at the same time, it started growing way before the other one.
Yeah, okay, so you're gonna just slit that open?
Yeah.
He's got his trusty cable
Splicing scissors.
cable splicing scissors out.
Yeah. From another life.
Ta-da! Ooh, I see a potato. Okay, here we go. Potato time. Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Looking good, yes. We had two different kinds of starts in here too. A red and a white, it looks like. That's, I would say that'll be a new potato.
Yeah, very new potato. Boy, this is just packed in here solid. As those potatoes grew, they just packed it. And look at the roots. It's amazing. Oops, that one broke off a little bit. There we go, we got rid of that. Boy, this is just solid.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
Look at there, look in there. Whoa!
Hey, that is a nice one. Whew.
Yeah.
And it was half of another one
Yeah.
before they grew together.
Yeah.
You're getting quite a bunch out of there. There's one. Oh, well, there's a whole bunch. My goodness.
Yeah. They hide. Look at this. I think we do have more here than we did on the first one.
Oh, yeah, I
We
think
made
so.
mashed potatoes out of these yesterday out of the other batch.
They
the
were so
last
creamy,
hour.
you almost didn't need any cream with them.
They were so good. They're just a different texture, and I don't know what makes them so different, but they are. Well,
There's one right there.
oh yeah. Look at this one.
Yeah, we don't want to end up putting a potato into the compost pit. Or, well, wait a minute. We might have potatoes come spring.
Yeah, we might. Wow. I think that's it. What do you think?
Well, I back up underneath the lip on the thing. You just make sure you haven't got some that's rolled back in there.
As it turns out, this bucket is pretty full. So we'll put this in the recycle, and we'll go weigh our potatoes.
We're going to use this shipping scale, and I've already weighed that bucket, Gretchen. It's 0.8 of a pound.
Okay. 2/10, you say?
0.8.
8/10. It's almost a pound. 8.4.
So we're looking at a little over 7.5 pounds of potatoes there.
Wow.
That'll do.
That's pretty good. Huh?
Hard rates. That's really good.
Yeah.
Big thumbs up on that.
Yeah, I think next year, a couple of things. Even if you don't have a large garden, you can grow things in bags. You could grow a tomato if you wanted to. A couple of things you got to remember, though, to poke some holes in the bottom, because you need drainage. You don't want it to get yucky down in there and start rotting the roots. The other thing, too, is I think maybe we had too many potato eyes in these bags, and I think if we reduce that next year, we'll get some bigger potatoes. So we'll do this again next year and change it just a little bit.
I think we ought to put 2 bags at the end of each of our beds so we get 8 bags of potatoes.
Woo!
Sounds like a good deal to me.
Sounds good to me. We'll have to save some of these bags.
Well, that's it for this episode of Gretchen's Garden and Greenhouse. See you next week.
We're going to take a little rest here. We've had a productive morning.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what, 8 pounds of potatoes, you said? Oh, 7.5 pounds of potatoes?
Yeah.
That sounds good to me. And a neighbor's watermelon.
Bye.